The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. The weapon seizure so big it covered the rear deck of a 567-foot U.S. warship, CNN. 100 hurting clashes at Aqsa Mosque as tension rises in Jerusalem, The New York Times. Indian-American doctors pitch in with free telehealth advice during India's COVID-19 crisis, CNN. New York Stock Exchange trading floor on path to normalcy, NPR. A look at the GOP from inside a Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene rally, NPR. There were at least 9 mass shootings across the U.S. this weekend, CNN. BioNTech to produce vaccines in Singapore, its new regional headquarters, CNBC. New Zealand stabbing, at least 4 injured in attack at supermarket, Fox News. Was that the giant cat? Leopards escape, and a zoo keeps silent, at first, The New York Times. Ether bursts past $4,000, other cryptos firm, Reuters. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Extraordinary fossils of 9 Neanderthals discovered in cave outside Rome. Mortician answers weird questions about what they do to your body after you die. Former RNC chair says the GOP has hit its lowest of lows. Jim Acosta calls out right-wing Trump cult for cancel culture hypocrisy. WTF is wrong with you? NRA trashed for tasteless meme after mass shooting. Facebook was right to ban Trump for egging on violent Capitol mob, says board member. Seth Rogen says he has no plans to work with James Franco after misconduct claims. GOP Governor Larry Hogan slams his party's division over fealty to the dear leader. GOP Rep Adam Kinzinger compares Trump mesmerized Republican Party to the Titanic. 7 dead, including gunman, in shooting at birthday party in Colorado Springs. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Woman's body found on road, foul play suspected. Vaccinations offered during Yukon commencement. Astronomer suit against American girl resolved. UT's Rockets class of 2021 launched to graduation. Kansas City recognizes AAPI community. Man recovers after being shot at gas station. Commission hears minor squabble. Turkey vulture released back into the wild. 31 local mayors come together for the STL area food bank. Suspects charged with shooting of police chief. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Sign up, on politics. Sign up, coronavirus briefing. Rural Tennessee's vaccine hesitators. Hopes fade for global herd immunity. The accusations against Scott Stringer. 100 hurting clashes at Aqsa Mosque as tension rises in Jerusalem. Cleric lifts Iraq's faltering vaccination effort, but perilous summer awaits. How botanical oils won over the West. No scrum for seats, no quiet car brawls. Is this really my commute? Mother and daughter do the same job. Why does one make $9 more an hour? The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Dr. Nicole Safier, Biden versus Big Pharma, here's why waiving patent rights on COVID vaccines is a big mistake. Liz Peek, Biden's Jimmy Carter connection, here, already, is where their policies are alarmingly similar. New Zealand stabbing, at least 4 injured in attack at supermarket. Colorado Springs shooting, police search for motive. Crude oil prices in spotlight following Colonial Pipeline cyber attack. Missouri hiker shot after hunter mistakes him for a turkey, police say. Republican Detroit police chief plans to announce Whitmer challenge, reports. 153 Palestinians in hospital after Jerusalem holy site clash. Burma poet dies in detention, body returned to family with organs missing, reports. Dave Chappelle bashes SNL, no one is woke enough. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Monday, May 10th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Stimulus check latest, is a fourth relief payment coming? The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Viewers slam Piers Morgan's replacement Alistair Campbell as he takes Good Morning Britain hot seat. Sheffield United and Scotland star Ollie McBurney filmed punching and kicking a man in altercation. Israeli police fire tear gas and stun grenades at Palestinian protesters on Temple Mount. Retired EasyJet pilot is killed in stunt crash horror during stall turn trick. UK weather, Britain faces a week of rain, hail and thunder despite warmer weather. They still don't get it, Diane Abbott says Keir Starmer must campaigning to bring back free movement. Boris Johnson will confirm hugs from Monday at 5 p.m. briefing. YouTuber Grace Victory, 30, who fell ill with COVID while pregnant reveals she's finally home. Lawrence Fox, actor accuses Met Police thugs of harassment after officers visited his home. Queen's cousin Princess Olga Romanov says she was taught to never air dirty linen in public. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. German priests defy Pope Francis with blessings of same-sex unions. Photos, Israeli-Palestinian clashes erupt on contentious Jerusalem Day. French court dismisses landmark case against the U.S. makers of Agent Orange. School bombing heightens fears among Afghanistan's Hazaras, long a target for militants, amid U.S. exit. Huawei CEO tells staff to keep fewer records, write shorter memos. Qatar ruler in Saudi Arabia for first time since Rift East. Central American leaders resisting Biden's anti-corruption efforts. Hamas launches new attack on Israel after Jerusalem clashes. UN Council meets on Jerusalem violence, considers statement. COVID-19 live updates, WHO classifies variant found in India as being of global concern. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Pound rises over $1.40, UK house price growth hits 5-year high, Business Live. Lewis Hamilton eager to get started on new Mercedes deal for 2022. Coronavirus Live News, Johnson to announce timetable for lifting England restrictions, France to reopen outdoor bars. French soldiers accuse government of trying to silence warnings of civil war. She broke her NDA to speak out against Pinterest, now she's helping others come forward. A maddening grief, my year of miscarriages and how I got through it. Sean Ryder, I was a heroin addict for 20-odd years, but there's been no damage of that. The people who want to keep masking, it's like an invisibility cloak. The New York Yankees aren't evil anymore, they're just boring. Meghan, COVID has wiped out generation of economic gain for women. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Trump's sway still matters bigly for Biden agenda, The Note. Biden to join meeting of NATO's Eastern members by video. Bystander stop man who stabbed 4 at New Zealand supermarket. Man shot to death at Vancouver's airport in gang incident. Deputies, brother of NFL player found dead in North Carolina. 7 dead in birthday party shooting. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. French soldiers warn of civil war in new letter. Wheel El Saad Tadras, Coptic monk hung over bishop's murder in Egypt. U.S. passes emergency waiver over fuel pipeline cyber attack. Jerusalem violence, more clashes ahead of nationalists' march. Russian top doctor who treated Navalny missing in forest. China, search for leopard missing more than a week. Vancouver shooting, man killed in gang-related violence at airport. New Zealand, at least 4 injured in supermarket stabbing. Jerusalem, third night of violence ahead of planned Jewish nationalist march. Cryptocurrency, Musk SpaceX to launch Dogecoin moon mission. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Israeli police and Palestinians clash in Jerusalem. What Shrill owes to Portland. AP top stories May 10th. FDA could approve COVID vaccines for children this week. Montana to share shots with Canadian truck drivers. Live COVID-19 updates. Unspeakable acts, gunmen kill 6, then self, at birthday party in Colorado Springs, Colorado, police say. Senegal fish processors struggle amid pandemic. Today in history for May 10th. Gunman kills 6 people plus himself at Colorado Springs, Colo, birthday party. Latin American boy band CNCO downsizing. Andres becomes the earliest tropical storm on record to form in the Pacific. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. AC cruise on a boat made of kiddie pools and buckets, what could go wrong? Low COVID-19 cases and deaths continue as Los Angeles County nears terrible milestone. Beginning Monday, LA will offer appointment-free COVID-19 vaccinations. Los Angeles Police Department issues tactical alert to break up punk show in Cypress Park, revelers set off fireworks, disrupt traffic. California high schoolers are saying no thanks to reopened campuses and are staying home. 2 people critically injured when balcony at Malibu beach house collapses. Rare gathering of world's vast schools of Buddhism offers healing against racial hate. Earthquake, 3.7 quake registered near Redondo Beach. I will not be quiet, teens speak out about anti-Asian attacks at LA event. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Monday, May 10th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. As violence in Jerusalem spirals, Netanyahu firmly rejects pressure not to expand Jewish presence. Progressive German Catholics to bless same-sex unions despite Vatican ban. Actor Rahul Vora, 35, dies of COVID after heartbreaking plea for better treatment. BioNTech to build Myrna manufacturing site in Singapore. Violence erupts at Al-Aqsa Mosque as Israel marks Jerusalem Day. Nuclear reactions have started again in the Chernobyl reactor. Myanmar poet dies after being detained. His family says his body returned with organs removed. Italian judge killed by mafia is put on road to sainthood by Catholic Church. India, anti-COVID-19 oral drug developed by DRDO. readies approved for emergency use. 5 people stabbed in New Zealand supermarket. Go back to your teepees. First Nations people protecting old-growth forest on Vancouver Island say they were attacked by forestry workers. Olympics, poll shows 60% of Japanese want games cancelled. Myanmar poet dies after detention, body returned with organs removed. Death toll rises to 68 in Afghan school blast, most victims children. Angry protests have broken out in Kyrgyzstan after a woman was abducted and killed in a case of bride kidnapping. The illegal abduction of women for marriage is thought to be widespread in the country. The next headlines are from Forbes. Tensions rise in Jerusalem as Israeli police and Palestinian protesters clash. Bordeaux wine vintage 2020 completes a winning hat-trick. Bordeaux wine vintage 2020 is a silky delight. Get ready for Galaxy, the new platform splicing resales and live stream commerce. Kentucky Derby winner Medina Spirit tests positive for an anti-inflammatory, casting doubt on victory. Bob Baffert suspended from racing at Churchill Downs. Bidding war heats up for Aussie billionaire James Packer's Crown Resorts. Mattel gives Barbie and other toys a green makeover with new recycling program. Retail fears 2021 inflation rate and jobs data, as Powell and Biden deflect. Fear the Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 12 review, Pretty in Pink. Twice ties BTS for the second most platinum streaming certifications in Korean history. The next headlines are from Nature.com. The myriad ways such surveillance is helping fight COVID around the world. Thomas Cavalier Smith, 1942 to 2021. Neutralizing antibody vaccine for pandemic and pre-emergent coronaviruses. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,704,248,051 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Gemma Chan, Henry Golding back UK Stop Asian Hate Initiative. Nent Group to produce Clint biopic with Lena Olin, Lasse Hallström on board. Australia's Victoria State unveils $95 million screen transformation strategy. The time in between star Adriana Ugarte to head Etris Media TV drama Madre exclusive. China box office, Zhang Yimou's Cliff Walker strides back into top spot. Korea box office, The Croods gets boost from Children's Day public holiday. Joel Pimentel to leave CNCO to pursue new opportunities. Seth Rogen says he doesn't plan to work with James Franco after sexual misconduct allegations. Under God's review, Chino Mora's striking vision of an upside-down future. Elon Musk brings ratings lift to Saturday Night Live. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. I came close to dying. Wall Street's most photographed man is ready for normalcy. Opioid crisis, filmmaker details the medical system's crime of the century. A look at the GOP from inside a Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene rally. Blind patients hope landmark gene editing experiment will restore their vision. Megan Rohrer elected as first openly transgender bishop in U.S. Lutheran Church. An extended pipeline shutdown could impact gas prices in Southeast U.S. Maryland governor grants posthumous pardons to 34 black lynching victims. 7 dead including gunmen in Colorado birthday party shooting. An extraordinary discovery, archaeologists find Neanderthal remains in cave near Rome. Lloyd Price, singer and early rock influence, dies at 88. The following headlines are from The Week. The War on the Unemployed. Alison Bechdel recommends 6 books on exercise. How Joe Biden could vaccinate the world. Watch Uzbekistan's military leaders muddle through the national them with perfect comedic timing. John Oliver tries to explain black hair to fellow white people. GOP governors are starting to cut jobless benefits to push people back to work. After receiving a full ride to college, high schooler uses his savings to help another student. Laos reports its first COVID-19 death. Son turns his mom's bucket list adventure into a documentary. In about a dozen countries, not even healthcare workers can get COVID-19 vaccines. The next headlines are from Universe Today. It's official, astronaut Bill Nelson is NASA's new administrator. These are the news headlines for today, Monday, May 10th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Find the keystone in Hercules. Natural radio signal buzzes in Venus atmosphere. How do you measure the mass of a star? These 5 multi-star systems have habitable zones. Look for the beautiful Northern Crown. The next news is from Politico. Boris Johnson to press ahead with lifting England COVID scurbs. EU pushes back on Biden plan to waive coronavirus vaccine patents. Who is winning the NYC mayoral money race? Spain rings an end of coronavirus limits with boisterous street parties. Central Europe's deadly pandemic blunders. Chuck Grassley's push-up challenge sounds like it's from Seinfeld, but his longevity is no joke. Why Democrats stopped stressing over big spending. It's not phony, Biden hungry for a jobs deal with Republicans. Becerra's cautious border play rankles White House. No restart yet for pipeline shut by cyber attack, gasoline prices climb. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. 7 Group pounces with $8 billion bid for Boral. Complex casino regulation demands formal training, WA Gaming and Wagering boss. Yarra councillor attack near South Yarra Club. Sydney train commuters face major delays. The troubling stats behind Carlton's videos. Queensland teachers call for overhaul of NAPLAN tests. Industry, unions warn of fresh wave of dumped foreign imports. Disgraced former Lord Mayor Robert Doyle tearfully apologizes to victims. The $501 where it is, bookies give Australian teams no chance in Trans-Tasman Super Rugby. Not queue jumping, why athletes don't deserve to be caught in vaccine debate crossfire. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Burger Wars, Wendy's is back in this country after 20 years, ready to take on McDonald's and Burger King. Kelley Blue Book, these are the 10 best-selling Fs. Auto Trader, the 2021 Alfa Romeo Stelvio combines Italian luxury with exciting performance. NerdWallet, how to find the best credit card for international travel. NerdWallet, interest in summer travel is spiking, how to stay safe and do it on the cheap. Next Avenue, it's not just teenagers, millions of workers over 55 earn minimum wage. Europe markets, European stocks and U.S. equity futures mixed after records, with commodity stocks in the lead. Cryptus, Ether hits new record high, crashed $4,000 milestone. Glad says every top social media site is categorically unsafe for LGBTQ users. Cryptus, Elon Musk SpaceX to send Dogecoin-funded satellite to the moon. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Acacia Research to release first quarter 2021 financial results, Joplin Globe. The trendy, hot NFT market has a new entrant, patents, Bloomberg Law. Counterproductive to exercise powers under Patents Act over COVID vaccines, drugs at this stage, Center, Live Law, Indian Legal News. A Rich History, Kentucky Inventors, Entrepreneurs, Innovations, Free Workshop at NKU's Grant Center, User-Generated Content. For Lydia's top 5 financial stocks based on Joseph Piotrowski May 9, 2021, NASDAQ. Florida professor who harnessed power of cactuses is a top inventor, Orlando Sentinel. Why patenting your invention is a smart move to make, Janelle Magazine. We have the ability to get something done very quickly and at scale. Murali Neelakantan on production of COVID-19 vaccines in India, bar and bench, Indian legal news. The next headlines are from Quartz. Pipeline cyber attack, Roblox earnings, Italian Neanderthals. You've got to shut down, Biden's chief medical advisor tells the Indian government. Worried Indians are saving more during the pandemic despite layoffs and salary cuts. Chance the Rapper's deal with AMC previews the future of movie theaters. SNL used Elon Musk as a desperate attempt to stay relevant. 20 companies changing genetic medicine. COVID-19 vaccines have triggered the next wave of pharmaceuticals. Africa can avoid repeating its COVID-19 mistakes with a new malaria vaccine. Empowering startup employees, Angeles expansion, African fashion investment. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Funniest most insightful comments of the week at Tech Dirt. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Tariq Cohen, Olivia Wilde, James Franco, Chris Martin, Marvin Gaye, Stephen Curry, Joss Whedon, Randy Savage, Rory McIlroy, DK Metcalf. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Dramatic footage shows Saunders' father manhandled by security as he rushes to son's aid after Canelo defeat and Fury watches on. Outdoor bars to be open in days, as France proceeds with easing COVID restrictions amid falling intensive care cases. Reported cyber attack on major U.S. pipeline sends oil and gasoline prices higher. Israeli driver rams Palestinian after car is reportedly pelted with stones in East Jerusalem, graphic video. Fire at Kuwait's largest oil field is latest in series of blazes at oil sites across Middle East, but no impact on production. At least 13 killed in 2 bus bombings across Afghanistan as Taliban announces 3-day ceasefire. Nothing to suggest this is a domestic terrorism event, says PM Ardern, after 4 stabbed in Dunedin supermarket, New Zealand. Bitcoin rival Ether pushes market value toward $500 billion as crypto rockets past $4,000. Jewish visitors banned from Temple Mount on Jerusalem Day as tensions soar over Palestinian evictions and hampered Muslim pilgrimage. Hundreds injured after Israeli forces storm Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem amid ongoing Palestinian protests. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Automakers are ditching high-tech features amidst unprecedented semi-shortage. Hey Fed, explain again how making billionaires richer creates jobs. It's a hustle, Dogecoin demolished after Musk SNL snafu. Bezos' new 417-foot super yacht is a testament to the K-shaped recovery. Corona Pass vaccine passport system to be imposed on Cyprus. Spaniards celebrate curfew end with freedom fiestas. The butterfly effect resetting the global paradigm. Antony Blinken continues to lecture the world on values his administration aggressively violates, Greenwald. Ranking U.S. generations on their power and influence over society. Record low deportations part of Biden's plan to dismantle ICE, former ICE chief. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. India COVID crisis, if I don't work my children will starve. Dutch GOV gives $2.4 billion in subsidies to fund carbon capture plan. Indonesia police arrest Victor Yuno for suspected treason. Afghanistan, Taliban declare 3-day ceasefire. Rise in COVID cases drives Singapore back to stricter measures. Many mosques in India turned into COVID centers amid virus surge. In pictures, Israeli forces storm Al-Aqsa compound. Dogecoin used to pay for SpaceX's mission to the moon next year. ByteDance eyes China's $1.7 trillion e-commerce sector. Dogecoin sees value slash after Musk calls it a hustle. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Snow falls on Mother's Day in portions of northern U.S. Pollack, what happened to Adam Kinzinger? Joaquin Castro, GOP under Trump moving toward authoritarianism, fascism. McCarthy, Facebook and Twitter are not bigger than the Constitution. Martina Spirit could lose Kai Darby win, track bans Baffert. Elon Musk claims to have Asperger's syndrome while hosting SNL. Brother of Bears star Tariq Cohen found dead at electrical substation. Watch, 5 migrant girls, under age 6, abandoned overnight on Texas bank of Rio Grande. Utah County censures Mitt Romney for Trump impeachment vote. Report, dark side hackers committed double extortion, stealing data. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. The Chinese rocket has crashed back to Earth, but on land, or water? The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Rare evidence proves birds are able to change their culture to become more efficient. World's first fully recyclable electronic transistor produced by 3D printers at Duke University. 7 in 10 Americans agree that 2020 made them a better person. Here's how. U.S. donation kicks off landmine clearing in one of the largest conservation areas in the world. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Monday, May 10th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. NZ shoe store employee arrested after allegedly ejaculating, spitting in co-worker's shoes for fetish site. Paris teenager's new gig, would-be queen of Italy, a nation shrugs. China's Animal Crossing gamers use code words, middlemen to enter virtual world. Second World War shell explodes, killing Solomon Islander. NYC Spanish teacher in trouble for sucking companion's nipple during Zoom class. An extremely rare calico lobster was rescued from a red lobster in Virginia. Students celebrate surprise Taylor Swift question on AP exam. St. Paul sovereign citizen records himself stealing vaccines from workers. California bar owner charged with multiple felonies for allegedly selling fake COVID-19 vaccination cards, officials say. 7 men went to round up crematoriums to steal clothes from bodies, arrested. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Brain genius hacks an Apple AirTag, but don't panic. This dude drove an F from the Netherlands to New Zealand. Here are his 3 top road trip tips. SAE reminds us fully autonomous cars don't exist with its updated guidelines. Study finds driving behavior can be an indicator of dementia. Why we need to colonize Mars as soon as possible. Dxomerk's new battery benchmark ranks phones for how juicy they are. OnePlus new app lets you easily send files and links between your devices. Microsoft reportedly shelves Windows 10 X, its Chrome OS competitor. Clubhouse has officially launched its Android app, starting with the US. These bone conduction headphones balance top-quality audio and safety brilliantly. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Monday, May 10th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA administrator statement on Chinese rocket debris. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Latter-day Saints are talking more about Heavenly Mother, and that's where the debates and divisions begin. Kentucky Derby winner could be disqualified, track bans Wall of Fame trainer. The LDS Church could supercharge Utah's drive to the vaccination finish line, Robert Garrick writes. Utah reports 232 COVID-19 cases and 1 death Sunday. Renovation begins on new history center near Zion. Governor Cox defends push to end enhanced unemployment benefits. Weber County GOP votes to censure Senator Romney for voting to convict Trump. After tension over her speaking, here's what the wife of the LDS president told graduates at Utah Valley University. Monument to slain Shoshone chief rededicated in Harrisville. After a COVID delay, High School Musical, the series returns with a distinctly Utah flair. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Anti-cheating technology challenge at Dartmouth Medical School. U.S. scrambles to keep fuel flowing after pipeline cyber attack, Russian cybercriminals suspected. Linus Torv American League Division Series weighs in on commercial users of open source code. Are we now experiencing a great reassessment of work? Unlike Clearview AI, this facial recognition search engine is open to everyone. Electric vehicles may drive a lithium supply crunch. Twitter and TikTok are losing the war against COVID disinformation. On SNL, Elon Musk reveals he has Asperger syndrome and tanks the price of Dogecoin. Can Apple's AirTags be used to track another person? Millennials are taking governments to court over climate change, and they're starting to win. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Hunting permits available for Missouri's first black bear season. Pond at Baldwin Commons hosts COVID vaccination event today. Drive-by shooting reported at Bridgeton home. You paid for it, St. Louis County Council asking state government for audit of federal COVID funds. Body found in Edwardsville identified as missing Georgia woman. Free brunch brings joy on Mother's Day. Wainwright pitches into the 9th inning as Cardinals complete sweep of Rockies. Dr. Fauci, masks may be seasonal after the pandemic. Wandering bear captured Sunday night after trekking to Brentwood and Richmond Heights. Major case squad investigating murder at Sauget gas station. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Husband of missing Chula Vista mom hit with temporary gun violence restraining order. South Bay family honoring mother's loss to COVID-19. Mother's Day blood drive held in honor of baby girl with rare form of anemia. Long suspected of murder, she confessed but avoided prison. More Jerusalem clashes on eve of contentious Israeli parade. House Republicans to vote on Rep. Liz Cheney's fate in coming week. Cronenworth, Tatis homer off Cueto, Padres rout Giants 11-1. San Diego Unified Schools to host pop-up vaccine clinics. San Diego reports 190 new COVID-19 cases, no new deaths. Woman found dead in car in Emerald Hills. The next headlines are from SpookNews.com. Ingleside man gets 86 days in jail for using hidden camera in attempt to catch girlfriend cheating. See orange bottles floating in Lake Ontario? Don't touch them, they're part of a tagging trash research project. Apple says AirTags have anti-stalking tech built in, but people have already found loopholes. Feature, all walks of life rubbing shoulders in graveyard. Village caught in Czech Russia spy case just wants things to stop blowing up. The Wispy Review, Best Android Spy App of 2021, The Good Men Project. How the Biden administration could step up warrantless spying on Americans by using private firms. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Russian Navy shadows U.S. Coast Guard cutter in the Black Sea. U.S. Navy seized enough weapons to equip small army. U.S. Navy commissions its newest expeditionary sea-based ship. Ukrainian army tests new aerial target system that replicates cruise missile. U.S. Air Force's new F-15X fighters join Alaska training exercise. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Monday, May 10, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. SF's Chinatown fears slow recovery, future. Dr. Fauci, masks may be seasonal after the pandemic. Fairfield police deliver Mother's Day flowers after driver arrested for DUI. San Francisco police search for suspect in violent carjacking. Ex-Sonoma mayor is seventh woman to accuse Faboli of sexual misconduct. Bay Area firefighters remain on high alert after busy weekend. Times Square gun victim, I screamed I don't want to die. Man rides through Bay Area in back of Tesla with no one driving. Police respond to stabbing near San Jose State. Man kills 6, then self, at Colorado birthday party shooting. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. UN says 5 migrants downed, over 700 intercepted off Libya. Muti, pandemic year silenced culture, leaving world stunned. Iran protests Iraq over raid on diplomatic site. Global shares mixed as U.S. jobs data ease inflation worries. EU talks up Afghan support as U.S. leaves, security declines. High school graduation season is back in the suburbs. Bold, audacious, daring, architect Helmut John leaves enduring legacy in Chicago, suburbs. Plans and works for American Idol parade in Crystal Lake. Facts matter, Harris's book not part of welcoming package for migrants. Former Hanover Park Village clerk first Latinas on MWRD board. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Andres 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Mozambique. Drought is ongoing in Mexico. Drought is ongoing in Canada, United States. Drought is ongoing in China, India, Nepal. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Jordan, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, China, Iran, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Monday, May 10th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. You can recycle old Barbies, Matchbox cars with Mattel's new program. Rain chances increase as we head into the work week. University of St. Thomas offering free tuition to first 500 students who apply. Houston resident, rapper 50 Cent wins Rodeo's International Wine Competition. Olive ISD warning parents of app it says is being used by child sex predators. One shot after argument at McDonald's leads to road rage. Mom's weight transformation helps her win bodybuilding competition. Boutique owner reaches out to homeless moms this Mother's Day. Bond set at $100K for man accused of shooting man 19 times, injuring 4-year-old girl. Family of missing mom speaks in emotional Mother's Day interview. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Taipei European School unveils new building for secondary campus. Horrifying robbery at home of Israel, PSV striker Zahavi. New White House panel aims to separate science, politics. IOC's Thomas Bach cancels Japan trip because of virus cases. China defends handling of rocket that fell to Earth. The latest, Germany okays J&J, AstraZeneca jabs for all adults. Two-faced trial as China enforces online control amid pandemic. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Eric Adams struggles to energize younger voters. Can he make it to City Hall without them? There are only 2 black male prosecutors for all of Long Island. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Middle East envoys express deep concern over East Jerusalem violence. I am alive, but I feel like I am dead. A migrant grieves the drowning of 3 children. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Major U.S. pipeline halts operations after cyber attack. Disney caught indoctrinating employees with critical race theory, white privilege checklist. California records first annual population decrease in state history. Another mystery explosion has hit an oil tanker off Syria's coast. 1952 novel by Wernher von Braun, Mars ruled by Elon. Orange County, say no to digital passports at Board of Supervisors meeting Tuesday, May 11 at 8:30 a.m. Hey Fed, explain again how making billionaires richer creates jobs. Submitted by Derek Burrows, The Pyramid of Power at 1, Big Education. State passes revolutionary bill to finally ban no-knock warrants. Turn over routers or face subpoenas, Arizona lawmakers tell Maricopa County. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Does a Snapple lid say Trump lost? Did Kirsten Weldon say Hillary Clinton died of disease associated with cannibalism? Pierre P. Dupont-Fort dies, ran for U.S. president in 1988. Did Elon Musk reveal on SNL he had Asperger's? Kai Darby winner could be disqualified, track bans Baffert. Is Montana canceling federal COVID-19 unemployment? 2 Catholic bishops at odds over Biden receiving communion. Did NBC fire Donald Trump from The Apprentice? China says most rocket debris burned up during re-entry. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. This wine preservation system changed my drinking habits. Howard University is going to lose its classics department. Congress could save it for peanuts. For the good of the puzzle, sometimes rules must be broken. A new doc shines a loving light on the New Orleans jazz funeral. Before he was the bane of immigrants, Joe Arpaio was an immigrant's son. Trump's big lie isn't about 2020 but all the elections to come. The next big COVID disaster could be here. MAGA attorneys general are winning a GOP civil war. Facing death on Everest made me ask, what the hell am I doing here? How MAGA fans are trying to hijack a small-town New Hampshire ballot audit. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Bill de Blasio's NYC is a dark blast from the past, divine. The Post says Eric Adams should be New York City's next mayor. Tiger roaming Houston street leads to tense confrontation. 5 people injured in New Zealand supermarket stabbing attack. Missouri hunter mistakenly shoots hiker he thought was a turkey. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Doctor sends ventilators to India to help with COVID surge. Dr. David August on America's path to COVID recovery. Influencer who once shunned COVID shot now promotes vaccinations. Chinese rocket debris falls over Indian Ocean. Pfizer announces that it is officially seeking full FDA approval for its COVID-19 vaccine. Chinese rocket remnants re-enter atmosphere. Anticipation mounts as Chinese rocket debris is expected to hit Earth this weekend. Gottlieb calls for easing restrictions on indoor gatherings. Why it's raining iguanas in Florida. Rare Mother's Day snow from Illinois through Pennsylvania. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Top Cuomo officials work to gin up union support for Brad Hoylman's run for Manhattan Borough President. 2 teens, 1 adult hospitalized after boat explodes while refueling on Georgia's Lake Lanier. Officers shoot and kill man who drove his SUV through steel doors into police station. Missing twin brother of Chicago Bears running back Tariq Cohen found electrocuted in Duke Energy substation. CIT, mother bear swims in California home's pool as 4 cubs wait outside. 7 shot dead in Colorado Springs' birthday party turns into massacre, shooter dies by suicide. Missouri hiker in serious condition after being mistaken for a turkey, shot in the chest. Louisville police internal report finds officer should not have shot back during Breonna Taylor raid. Small whale gets trapped in England's River Thames. Met Council, other charities team up to battle hunger, hate in NYC. The following headlines are from military.com. U.S. Navy seizes arms shipment in Arabian Sea amid Yemen war. Afghans buried dead from bloody school blasts. Large Chinese rocket segment disintegrates over Indian Ocean. Air Force dedicates nose art on KC-135 at RAF Mildenhall to late World War II crew chief. More Marines will test lighter polymer cased ammunition as experiments expand to fleet. Gold Star spouses describe pain of losing bereavement benefits in remarriage. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Column, going to the Grammys with Beyonce and Jay-Z and other weird COVID dreams. I think we'll be testing forever. Testing remains a vital tool in war on COVID-19, despite growing the number of vaccinations. 5 things to know about the need for ongoing COVID-19 testing. In high-tax states such as Illinois, there's plenty at stake in politically charged debate over cap on state and local tax deductions. Family of Anthony Alvarez struggles with his public death, asks that policing failures be addressed after his fatal shooting by an officer. Helmut John, Chicago's star critic to the world, was the visionary behind United's O'Hare Terminal and Thompson Center. Famed architect Helmut John struck by 2 vehicles, killed while riding bicycle near St. Charles. Box turtle survey, with a canine assist, helps researchers understand where risks to human health might emerge. Teen, 17, charged with April rifle shooting in Little Village that left 1 dead, 1 with graze wound. Ed Ward, rock critic for Rolling Stone and others, and historian for NPR's Fresh Air, dead at 72. The following headlines are from phys.org. In soil, high microbial fluctuation leads to more carbon emissions. SpaceX to launch lunar mission paid with cryptocurrency Dogecoin. Using DNA for tiny tech, generating DNA origami nanostructures through shape annealing. Physicists observe modified energy landscapes at the intersection of 2D materials. Climate to ravage Kenya's tea production. What a buzz, saving Malaysia's bees, 1 nest at a time. Could wider use of gene reserves protect rare species? Sharks in protected area attract illegal fishers. Earth's power, Iceland volcanoes lava geysers thrill visitors. String of satellites baffles residents, bugs astronomers. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Monday, May 10th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Horrifying robbery at home of Israel, PSV striker Zahavi. Nepal PM seek confidence vote as he faces second split in party. Migrant arrivals by sea on Italian Isles swell past 2,100. Vaccine a shot in the arm for Campbell's Olympic preparation. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Bridge, May 10, 2021. Horoscopes May 10, 2021, Bono and Kenan Thompson share advice. Word Game, May 10, 2021. Ask Amy, my husband refuses to tell me why he won't use my name. Harriet Cole, someone told my boyfriend about my past, and now he's upset. Miss Manners, has so much pajama time changed the dress code? Dear Abby, I've spent hours crying over their snubs. California safety stop law would let bicyclists treat stop signs as yields, roadshow. San Jose State sex abuse case may prompt censure from faculty leaders. Giants miss series sweep against Padres as Cueto is roughed up. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Untroubled waters, bridge transported along Rotterdam River. Volunteers sought to place flags before Memorial Day. Two major venues to lift virus capacity limits in Nashville. Fire erupts at Kuwait's largest oil field, 2 injured. China to draw separation line on peak of Mount Everest. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Weeks without a shower, neglect defines COVID-19 containment in California jails. Law enforcement groups drive anti-protest laws, new analysis shows. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Monday, May 10, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Small study shows heart damage after COVID-19 uncommon in college athletes. Serotonin transporters increase when depression fades, study shows. Smashing the COVID curve. Parallel universes cross in Flatland. Male infertility scoring using AI-assisted image classification requiring no programming. Research results challenge a decades-old mechanism of how we hear sounds. Managing children's weight, blood pressure and cholesterol protects brain function midlife. Undetected early heart damage raises risk of death in hospitalized COVID-19 patients. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Man critically hurt in uptown apartment fire. As Lightfoot ponders a fix, city's handling of fatal shootings by cops continues to violate state law. Horoscope for Monday, May 10, 2021. Destination place someday, but Bulls playing for the now-in latest win. Blackhawks beat Stars after welcoming fans back to United Center. Man kills 6, then self, at Colorado birthday party shooting. Bears RP Tariq Cohen's twin brother found dead. Too little, too late for Bulls guard Kobe White, off-season will tell. What happened to Rep. Lee Stefanik? 1 killed, 1 seriously hurt in crash in suburban Joliet. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Monday, May 10, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Houston Texans announce dates of 2021 off-season team activities. This week in Houston food events, Shrimp Fest, Nurses Day and a pop-up night market. Young Sheldon co-star Doc Farrow came to Texas for the skydiving, and the stand-up too. Hey baby, tapping into Tiffany's particular brilliance. The next headlines are about world records making news. Hafthor Bjornsson weight, Eddie Hall's opponent loses 4 stone since world record deadlift, Javema Sport. Renowned tenor Neil Lachman earns Guinness World Record distinction for Ladakh, the American Bazaar. 100 million meals campaign concludes with a whopping 216 million meals. World Relief Web. Metals copper hits record high on higher demand hopes, tighter supply. Reuters. 9.36 pound mango produced by 2 Colombian farmers break the world record. Manila Bulletin. Rayi Benjamin leads record-shattering day at Mount Sac reopening. OC Register. 4 world leads and remarkable sprints highlight USATF Golden Games presented by Xfinity at Mount Sac. USA Track and Field. USA Track and Field. States deaths rise by 31 day after 65, cases increase 3,231 versus 3,977, WPTV.com. Gunter girl sets Guinness World Record, Times of India. Finn Lennox breaks Canadian 200 IM national record with a 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 88 seconds, swim. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Melinda Gates called divorce lawyers in 2019 after NY Times revealed Bill's ties to Jeffrey Epstein. WSJ. Clubhouse launches Android beta as iOS downloads nosedive. NASA admin scolds China after out-of-control rocket lands in Indian Ocean. Dracula's BFF Renfield joins Dark Universe in solo film for Universal. Elon Musk on SNL, I post bad tweets because that's just how my brain works. Star Wars novel High Republic, The Rising Storm excerpt now available. This is the Elon Musk Dogecoin moment the fanboys were waiting for. Michael B. Jordan talks Wakanda Forever and Killmonger's possible return. Suicide Squad director James Gunn confirms multiple post-credit scenes. Colonial Pipeline, the largest fuel pipeline in the U.S., has shut down over a ransomware attack. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Karga in Egypt at 115.88 degrees Fahrenheit or 46.6 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Dome Cii in Antarctica at minus 104.62 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 75.9 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. New book press reset investigates the high human cost of game development. Why Amy Klobuchar just wrote 600 pages on antitrust. The following headlines are from Raw Story. John Oliver trashes Arizona's pathetically desperate election audit. We'll be lucky if nobody gets hurt. Shocking story reveals how one Reno cop went rogue to cover up a previous marriage to his second wife. Expose reveals Trump's 2020 election conspiracy was part of a plan cooked up in a Texas airplane hangar in 2018. The idea of an internal Republican Party civil war is a lie, columnist. Ex-Trump official intends to steal Congress with Republican-rigged elections. CNN's Jim Acosta guest asks if Tucker Carlson has been vaccinated, and why he won't tell his audience. Republican Linwood claims Lindsey Graham will be gone soon and South Carolina could lead another civil war. Mike Lindell says Elvis meeting with Nixon was a miracle from Jesus, then begs to be sued by Dominion. Leaders like Liz Cheney and George W. Bush are the reason the GOP is having a civil war. Bikers for Trump woman says son dropped dead for no reason 10 days after COVID vaccine. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. I'm scared of getting sick from the water. An undercover sting catches the Queen's cousin appearing to sell Kremlin access. Watch, Facebook Oversight Board co-chair rips Trump and Facebook. Moms have borne the brunt of pandemic turmoil at work and at home. Montana tribes confront an epidemic of violence against indigenous women. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. What's on TV this week? 144 Feet and Pride, The New York Times. Jefferson Educational Society's virtual Global Summit series to begin Monday, GeoErie.com. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. This AI isn't just any artificial brain, it actually functions like the human brain, Wire. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Monday, May 10th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Monday, May 10th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News.8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Xeno at Xenomals 2021 by News.8. All rights reserved.